Good evening, Council.
Good evening.
John Zamudio. Call me Jay-Z if you want. 4827 Orange Blossom Lane. Got a lot to say. It's been a while since I've been in front of you. That doesn't mean I was not paying attention to the ongoing issues that face our city of Hazelwood. I want to start out by congratulating the successful candidates on your re-elections yesterday. Just a reminder that all of you work for us. The residents of Hazelwood, including my own councilman in Ward 4. You know what? I pay taxes, federal tax, state tax, local tax, sales tax. Hell, if they could charge a tax for me to go to the restroom, they'd get that too. Inside this little container is called nickels and dimes. I'll get to that at the end. Trust me. As for a comment that was made earlier, the Citizens Anti-Firefighters Group, I guess maybe if I disagree with one of my union members at the post office, then I'm anti-postal workers group. Or if I disagree with the cashier at the grocery store that price is not right, then I'm anti-grocery worker group. Does that make any sense? Just because I disagree with something? Name calling? I'm not going to resort to name calling. I state facts. I investigate and state facts and facts only. This happens to be their 1-year anniversary of Proposition R that the voters in the city of Hazelwood, specifically within the Robertson Fire Protection District area, were asked to vote on 1 year ago, today. Listen to me. It would have been a 26% permanent real estate tax increase on the residents. Let that sink in for a moment. 26% permanent tax increase on the residents. That was the solution from the Robertson Fire Protection District. The primary motivating factor behind this proposition was the Robertson Fire Protection District holding up signs to get the citizens to sign a petition to put the Proposition R on the ballot for the April election. Their message was printed on signs and it was verbal, which stated, "We help save your lives. Help us save our jobs." You said that again. This is what the sign said. "We help save your lives. Help us save our jobs." Okay, I can live with that. And they continue to tell the taxpayers this message that if Proposition R failed, they would lose their jobs. Well, 1 year ago today, Proposition R failed miserably. And everyone at the Robertson Fire Protection District still have their jobs. Still. Falsehoods. Falsehoods. Make your own conclusions. After intense investigation by the citizens of Hazelwood to verify Robertson's claims for putting Proposition R on the ballot, the best evidence concludes that the Robertson Fire Protection District put this measure on the ballot on their own free will and was not instructed by the judge to do so. Was not. Truth to power will always prevail over propaganda. You know, it's ironic that yesterday was election day, and I saw a huge banner that stated, verbatim, huge banner, "Welcome to Hazelwood, corporate welfare capital of the world. Well, it didn't say world, it said state. Can you imagine that? It's what it said. I don't know who was holding up that sign, but I have to agree with it. They are 100% correct. Corporate welfare capital of the state. 100% correct. The Robertson Fire Protection District has one of the highest tax rate in the state. One of the highest. Talk about municipal corporate welfare. I agree with them. Don't know who they were, but I agree with them. As I told you about a year ago, this ballot measure turned me into an activist in my community. So here I am, still active in my community. Woke me up. Bankruptcy for our city of Hazelwood is not an option. Should never be an option. Every entity, listen closely, every entity that receives tax money from the citizens of Hazelwood has a fiduciary duty. Any entity that takes money or property or uses them in an illicit manner with the intent to gain a benefit from it, or involves in some form of deceit, subterfuge, or the abuse of the position of trust, could possibly be committing a financial crime. Let that sink in. The Citizens to Save Hazelwood and Fire Services have been working to find the truth. We have asked many fire districts and departments, as well as the city of Hazelwood, for sunshine request documents, and they have all, in a timely manner, complied. Except Robertson Fire Protection District gave us our sunshine request after we sued them. 3 to 4 months late, some incomplete, haphazard, missing many documents that would explain their most suspicious spending. I recently received a flyer at my door. I'll share that with anybody that wants to see it. That was paid for by the Robertson firefighters. What it says: I believe you were knocking on the wrong door. You suggested that since I am a resident and a Hazelwood citizen, that I am a wolf in sheep's clothing. Let me say that again. It's what it says. I am a wolf in sheep's clothing. I can't make this shit up. It's on here. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's see. Let's see about that. Let's see. 100% cotton. 100% cotton. Union made. Oh my God, union made. Yeah. Damn right. Oh, here's the most important thing. Made in the US of A, baby. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Well, it's obvious I'm not wearing clothing made out of animal fiber. Pretty obvious. So I ask the firefighters, who I'm sure are listening to me right now, please knock on the Robertson Fire Protection District board member door in the administration building, including the non-bargaining unit employees of the district, and ask them for the documents that reveal all the financial spending of the district. That's what I asked the firefighters. The citizens of Hazelwood would like to extend our appreciation for all the hard work and dedication to the firefighters. But we would also like to recognize all the workers that keep us safe and our economy going in the city of Hazelwood. Do I have more time, Mr. Mayor?
Take as much time as he wants, but I love it. Just after.
This includes, this is who we appreciate, the police department, the parks and recreation, the public works, the city clerk, the code enforcement, finance, municipal courts. In fact, all workers in our community are important to the fabric of our city. All of them. Let's not forget how important the grocery workers are, the postal workers, the gas station workers, the restaurant workers. I could go on and on, but it's important to know that every worker in our country should be admired for all they do and have done to keep this community safe and thriving during this pandemic. All of them. In closing, I have stated publicly in the past council meetings that the citizens group have asked the 3 board members of the Robertson Fire Protection District to meet with us. Without attorneys, without fire chiefs, without anybody, meet with us. To this date, they have refused our request. My previous reply in public right here was they will meet with us one way or another. They will meet with us one way or another. Or they will hear from all of us. Every one of us. One more citizen at a time. Let that sink in. I'm going to remind you of the response that the board chairman of the Robertson Fire Protection District gave the citizens to save Hazelwood and Fire Services for her reason for not meeting with the citizens. Remember my nickel and dime? Remember that? Right. You can nickel, you can dime, and you can bully all you want, was the response I got, our group got. Well, may I remind you, my nickel and it's my dime. And you work for us. It's not your money, it's ours. So now you're going to meet us one citizen at a time. Now, if you notice, I didn't come up here and I did no name calling. That's not what I do. What I do is try to negotiate. But when you can't negotiate with somebody, you try to meet with them to negotiate and they refuse to meet with you, then what else do? You mobilize. Yes, right, you mobilize. You get one more citizen at a time and you mobilize. Now, what the Robertson Fire Protection District said up here tonight, I applaud them. Fantastic. Where the hell were you 7 months ago? I'm talking, not you. Excuse me. Thank you. So what I got to say, one more thing is a reminder. It's our money. It's the taxpayers' money. My nickel and dime. And whoever is responsible for my money better do it in a fiduciary responsibility and represent the citizens that they were elected to represent. Don't stand up there at the polls and say, hey, if you vote yes on something, it ain't gonna hurt you. A 26% permanent real estate tax increase. Are you out of your mind? Thank you.
Thank you.